There's still quite a bit of ice and stuff on the ground. I'm at, whoa! Hey, that's still solid ice, sir.
You want down?
It's all freezing up solid. It's not squishy under your feet anymore. The road is frozen solid. I kicked it back. It's got a solid layer of ice on it though. This is crazy. The truck has got like 2 inches of crap on it. All this is just solid ice. It's like, it's solid. Can we open the door? Oh, it still opens. What about this door? Barely. Look at all the snow on this. That's snow. That's not sleet. That's snow. We got very lucky. We didn't get as much freezing rain that they were saying. I bet we barely got over a glaze of freezing rain. Just look at all that. It's pretty. Alright, so this is a bad idea. I can see it coming already. Holy shit. Why am I doing this? Alright guys, so today is a Friday. We haven't turned a wheel all week, literally all week. Y'all can tell I'm still at the house. It's about noonish on Friday. Things are finally starting to get warmed up enough. We can go to the woods. We had a snowstorm come through. Y'all have probably seen ahead of this clip here. I'm not sure how I'm gonna integrate it, but we played them, you know, at the house. We had everything. We had about 3 inches of ice, snow, stuff like that, sleet mainly. But anyway, so what I'm doing now is I'm going down to get the work truck. We're going to pick Mickey up, and we're going to the woods to check all of our equipment. I didn't get to show y'all any of that the other day, because the last thing y'all would have seen from the woods was the last day we worked, which was the day of all the rain and everything. That'd have been the last thing I believe y'all would have seen from the woods. We still couldn't get our log trucks to the job this morning because of the ice. So yeah, we didn't get to show any of it, but the other day, before all the ice and snow hit, we went and got all of the equipment, topped all the equipment off with antifreeze, stuff like that. So I think we'll be okay. We're just going to make sure we don't have any surprises. Yeah, your rain gauge is frozen. Well, we made it to the job site. We didn't die on the way here. The roads are pretty well open. Major highways have no major issues. You can see the little parish road we're on right here. It's still solid ice right through there. We didn't have no problem coming up it in the work truck. There's still quite a bit of ice and stuff on the ground. I'm at, whoa! Hey, that's still solid ice, sir. Mickey about lost it. Yeah, that's slick right there. I'm gonna come over here in the sun I don't see antifreeze poured out of everything on the loader. I guess we'll start the box up first.
Still ain't got no electricity down there.
Nope. Generator's running. So we'll get the box started up first. We'll see what we got. So I mean, we're not coming back to work till Monday. Like I said, today is Friday. I'm sure my ground is gonna poke better today than what it typically would, just because it's probably still frozen. And everything is melting today, though. I mean, by Monday, everything will be gone. Let's see if she fires up. Hopefully she does. Yeah, Daddy did. He fussed about it being there. I just said, okay. He said it was rolling against the wires. I just said, okay. Truck passing by. Yay! She started! Y'all check out the ice inside that head there. That is crazy. I'd have to bust the saw over with a stump or something to get it to turn. I bet all that's froze solid. All this right here, ruts where we were cutting the other day, it's froze solid. I don't know why Matt parked it all up in the bushes there. Let's get our door open here. Look at that thing. Look at all that ice running down there. Put our password in. And moment of truth. She fired right up, boys. Hell yeah, brother. Golly, look at all the ice out there. That is nuts, man. That is nuts. Nuts, I tell you. Let's look at all the snow out there. That is crazy, too. Absolutely crazy. I know some of y'all are like, it be snow. We don't get this stuff here, and I think it's cool. Except for the part that I don't get to work. That's not cool. I don't like that. And just so we're clear, I actually think it would be really cool to come work in this. Especially the part of the ground being completely frozen. I just think it would be fun because it's just something that we don't never get to do. So we can't get, like, our infrastructure, our public roadways and stuff are not designed to handle something like that. So we're not able to get to where we need to go because everything is going to be, you know, froze up. Roadways are froze up solid and all that mess. Like I said, it's just not something our area is set up or designed to work through with or for or anything like that. So and kudos to y'all that get to do this all the time. You know, I'm sure it gets old, gets boring. Just the type of snow and ice that we typically get down here, it makes things extremely difficult to navigate around. It's not something you can just, it's not like where most of y'all are from that are used to having this kind of stuff. Y'all just, you plow out your roads and then you carry on with daily life. Our state don't have plows and salt trucks and all that mess, so. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if the skidder starts. Right up. Hell, that started better than the track cutter. Limited drive active. Yeah, limited drive active. It's because it's in like a warm-up mode. It'll go through its warm-up mode. Y'all see all the ice on the hood and everything? A lot of ice on the hood. Some ice back here on the grapple and everything. She's cold. Y'all look at that, that's the hydraulic temperature. 21 degrees. It's crazy. That's your water temperature. That's your transmission temperature. She's warming up nicely on that. That won't get up to nothing, which I'm not really worried about that. I know we're good. And that's your ambient temperature outside. I don't know where they got their temperature sensor at, but I know it's not 23 degrees outside. It's like 39, maybe 40 now. So while we're in here, I've never really got to do a whole bunch of videoing inside the skidder. But basically this is your steering wheel. This is the front. This is where your steering wheel used to be in a skidder. There's no more steering wheel. Everything's done off of joysticks, just like the cutters are. This is like a differential lock on the back side back here. You have a right here. That's your shifter linkage, or shifter. That's forward and reverse. Make you idling the box up. This is your gear selector, up gear, down gear. Then this is your connector, or your controller for your grapple. This is your rotate. This is your open and close. Another differential lock button. There's another differential lock button over here. I believe that's differential. That might be gears. And then on the back, no, this is gears right here. And then on the back side, right there, if y'all can see that, it's that's, you hold your close and that button at the same time, and it creates a constant lock. And then this is your control keypad, your blade, your winch, your horn. That don't work. Air conditioner and heater control, fan speed for that. This is like your manual stuff for your fan. It has a heated seat. Your parking brake, it's just an empty button. Your windshield wiper, more controls for your winch. Whether you want your front differential lock, your rear differential lock, or both of them locked all together. More windshield wiper stuff. This turns your pilots on and off. Idle down, idle up, stop the machine, crank the machine. Press this button once, turn lights on for the front. Press it twice, turn light on for the back at the same time as front. Press it a third time, turn lights back off. And this is your air conditioner button. Pretty simple. Oh, and you got two buttons. I'm sorry, I told y'all this was for a differential lock. This is not for differential lock. This is for your seat. You can see the seat spins. You heard it lock into place. You press it. There's your gas, brake, and you press it. You press that green button, and then your seat is spin around to the back. More brake, more gas, but it doesn't rev up. The machine stays at a constant RPM. Whenever you press this button right here, it will bring the machine up to RPM, which it works at 1800 RPM. Make sure on that. Yep, 1800 RPM it brings it up to, and it stays at a constant 1800 RPM while you're working. The machine is like hydrostatic driven, kind of like a lawnmower with an automatic transmission. You just press this a little bit and it goes. It's kind of like moving your little automatic transmission selector forward and backwards. That's kind of the same thing. So super simple. If you can drive a pickup truck, you can drive a skidder. Mickey's done over here at the rubber tire buncher, getting it cranked. He's already got it cranked. Everything's good with it, sounds like. So lucky we didn't have any machine failures so far. Everything's still good with this one. Some ice and stuff inside there on the pumps, but I don't think any of that would have froze and busted. We're good there. This machine is a 2009 model. It's 12 years old, and he trying to kill us back here. Uh-oh. Anyway, it's got like 14,000 hours on this machine, I think. Y'all can listen to her purr there. It's a Cummins motor in it. It's a 6.7. So I think this one's like 220 horsepower or something like that. This one may be the 190. So this is the little 718s. It's like, this is the smallest rubber tire cutter that Tigercat makes. It's specifically designed for thinning. That's why we have the small tires on it. I'm seriously considering taking these tires off and putting 44-inch wide tire. This is a 30 and a half inch wide tire. I'm wanting to put a 44-inch tire on it and see what she does. Because you would still be able to thin with it with the 44s in first thinning, where we cut our basal area down. You see the dueling rings around the tires there. We're supposed to duel this thing out when it gets wet. I'm pretty sure y'all get to be seeing us duel it out pretty soon, because this snow, we are now, we went from an average winter. Things is wet, but it was still dry enough we could hop around and find dry work for us to do. Our ground is going to be shot. And we're, it's going to be a struggle for probably a month. Praying we don't get no more rain or anything like that. All right, time to see if Old Faithful here is going to crank. Y'all better enjoy seeing it while you can. There's fixed to be some changes take place. Old Tiger Kitty may not be here for long, unfortunately. I like my little super skidder, but there's one thing with logging: nothing never stays the same. All right, so this is the inside of the Tigercat skidder. Turn that off.
Well, she cranked.
Oh, I heard it. Yeah. So this is what your screen looks like. Kind of letting everything just kind of get cycled out here. She fired right up. This machine has the Tigercat branded, what is it, Fiat motor in it, I believe is what they are. I believe this would be like a kind of in a similar ball game as the 6.7 Cummins. That's what I think that's what used to be in these skidders. We've had Tigercat skidders throughout the years. We've had 620s. That's what this is a 620E. We've had 625, 635. We've never had a 630. 610, 615. We contemplated getting a 615 at one time, but this is what the inside of it looks like. Same thing as John Deere, basically. A little more simpler layout, not near as many buttons. Underneath here, there's no button, no trigger, no nothing. This is your speed range selector here. Further up, faster machine goes, all the way down, machine barely moves. Forward, neutral, and reverse selector right here. Up is forward, neutral, reverse. Same thing as cotton top skidder. This here is my joystick to control the grapple and all the movements back there. Grapple, open, close, rotate, your differential lock button, your constant lock, and then underneath here you have a little throttle trigger thingy. Makes it go whoom, 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 whoom. Brake pedal, gas pedal in the back, brake pedal, gas pedal in the front. This machine does not have constant, let's see if we can get it to do here. I have to close the door. But this machine does not have a constant RPM. you heard the hydraulics engage. Every time you press a button or move a function, see, every time I move it, it revs itself up automatically. Same thing with the blade. Just checking all of my control functions. Everything works. Everything's good there. We steer right, steer left. Everything's good. Nothing's froze. Nothing like that. Let's see here. We'll go into our tab here, our engine tab, and then you press this little button right here, and then it puts it at a high idle. Lets your machine warm up faster. Shows all your oil pressure and all that stuff. This engine has 2,300 hours on it. This is a new engine, and I believe total, let's see if we can find total machine hours on this thing. Total machine hours on here is 10,064. She's doing oil change. 10,000 hours, she needed an oil change. We change our oil every 500 hours, and we use Rotella oil. So y'all can see the ice and everything still on the machines, on the ground, up here too. But these machines are at a little bit further up the road than our other equipment. We're not using it right now. Not sure if y'all can hear the old loader revving up back there in the background. Always make sure you turn your master switch off. This right here, you switch it, here we go, off, and it kills the power from the batteries to the machine. Therefore, you lower your risk, your chances of you lower your chances of something shorting out and burning the machine up while you're not here. And if it's not turned off and your machine burns, they can tell, and your insurance company don't cover you then. So you always got to make sure that's cut off. Protect your investment, you know. Come over here and check out old girl. I believe she's sounds like she's cranked up and running. So we should be just about done. Looks like everything's still good on her. Bar's coming down a little bit. Ice is finally starting to melt off of it too. I believe we have a hydraulic leak in here we're going to have to tend to. Can't open the door all the way for the ice. I heard that. So anyway guys, thank y'all for hanging out watching today. Those of y'all that have this ice all the time, y'all can keep it, man. Y'all can keep it. It wouldn't be bad if we could get it and it stay here and it stay where it's not melting. But this mess of it, if you dealt with snow and ice melting, you know what I'm talking about. This is just miserable. You can't do hardly anything. It makes work nearly impossible. So yeah. Future update, we're fixing to be getting some new tongs for the loader bucket. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching today. Hopefully the next video y'all see we'll be back to logging. And till next time, next video. We'll catch y'all next time.